What's up, guys? I'm Foxley, and today is Amazon's Fusion versus All or Nothing in DGL. This should be an interesting game. Amazon's female team and All or Nothing, an up-and-coming team that just started playing together this year. Let's see. I'm a bit behind with the bans and the picks. Amazon's banned Oracle, very good ban if you're not going to pick it, and they didn't have first pick, so then it's always a good ban. And they banned Nyx Assassin as well, and Huskar. I didn't know Huskar is strong this patch. I don't think he's that strong this patch. Maybe the new update buffed him a bit. And then All or Nothing banning Abaddon, Viper and Razor, banning the tanky heroes. And Amazon's Fusion picking Winter Wyvern, which is pretty much as close to Oracle as you can get with the role Winter Wyvern plays. If you can't pick Oracle, Wyvern is always a good idea. Then also Venge. Venge is a very good pick this meta. Buffs your team so much without even needing any farm. AoN, first pick Drow. That's very interesting because I mean, it's a Drow, and I think it should be Keo playing Drow Ranger because I know he's been practicing Drow quite a bit. Second pick Doom. Just want to see that my stream settings are how it should be. I just have to check quickly if I actually have a delayed enable. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have delay enabled. I can't really test. I see I have two viewers. Can you maybe tell me if what the time is you see on the screen at the moment? Or how many Euro picks there are? Never mind, that's not gonna work. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said. I just have to check if there's a delay. Okay, but whatever. All or Nothing picked Batrider. Very solid pick. I love that hero. If you have a good Batrider, it could literally win the game for you. And Amazon's Fusion picked Monkey King. Very interesting pick. Also one of those heroes, if you have a good Monkey King player, it makes all the difference. It's not a hero where you can really play it that well without a lot of practice. Amazon's Fusion pretty deep into the reserve time at the moment. Only have 55 seconds left to pick until they get a random. I think AoN might have banned or picked a hero that they wanted to pick. Maybe Amazon's Fusion wanted to pick the Spectre or the Viper, any of those heroes, and they're struggling to decide now. Ooh, Centaur Warrunner. That's a good one. Yeah, Centaur Warrunner is one of the most fun offlaners to play. Is it a good... I think it's a pretty good Centaur Warrunner pick, because Drow isn't going to be able to harass him really that much if he lands against the Drow. Yeah, pretty decent. Okay, who's AoN going to pick? Let me guess. Invoker, no. They're gonna pick a mid hero maybe now, or support. Ooh, okay, Earth Spirit. Ramsey has a very good Earth Spirit. It's one of the first times I've actually seen it seen him play it in a game, because it almost always gets banned. But that's gonna be very interesting to see. He has insanely good rotations with Earth Spirit. And Shadow Shaman ban from Amazons. I don't exactly understand the logic there, because I don't think, yeah, or nothing's not gonna pick a support now. Maybe they just wanted to ban quickly because they didn't have a lot of reserve time. Okay, Lina ban, which means they're gonna pick a mid hero which is bad against Lina. Maybe Storm Spirit. I think Amazons has a bit too many stuns for Storm Spirit though. Maybe Shadow Fiend, maybe Invoker.
5 seconds remaining.
If they pick any of those heroes, I'm gonna celebrate. I think they're not sure themselves. Yeah, I thought the Lina ban usually means you already know what mid hero you want to pick, at least in my experience, because there's a couple heroes that Lina's just so strong against, like Invoker. Yeah, I think they're really not sure what to pick. I think they want to get something to work with the Drow, because at the moment they only have Batrider, which isn't really... Okay, Necrophos. Yeah, he can do a bit of right-click damage early game, but so it's going to be quite good with the Drow. And then obviously he's good against the Centaur Warrunner, and he goes through the physical damage resistance of Winter Wyvern's heal. So pretty good, pretty good.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Thanks, Leon. Yeah, that helps. Yeah, the delay is on now, because if the delay is off, they're gonna accuse us of cheating. Okay, last pick, Templar Assassin. Okay, that's pretty good against Necrophos mid. Necrophos hard piercer doesn't go through refraction, so it should be a pretty interesting matchup. It's not the greatest against Necrophos, but you don't really get heroes that are good against Necrophos as far as I know. Except maybe Lino was bad. Okay, some pretty expensive sets coming through here. Except for Templar Assassin. Templar Assassin needs to get some items up there. It's not too bad, just compared to the rest. Everyone has an immortal, or 2 immortals. It's insane. Vengeful Spirits. For some reason the highlighted hero, and Batrider. 10 wins in a row from Ski Hound, sorry. Okay, let's see what they're gonna do early game here. This game is officially online.
Prepare for battle.
Wyvern bought a Sentry Ward. Probably gonna use it to deward this area, and Batrider has an Observer Ward, which will probably use to ward that area. So that might be interesting to see if Man, I forgot the team names. If Amazons manage to de-ward that ward. Okay, pretty nice wards coming in from Templar Assassin already. What you see some new players do, which these people aren't new players, but some new players try to ward on this side of the river, and then the other team sees you warding, and then you just get de-warded. A pretty nice courier.
30 seconds to battle.
Let's see, it seems like AoN might play aggressive on the bottom bounty rune and give up the top bounty rune, even though no one on Amazons is actually going for the top bounty rune. Okay, so Batrider starting to make a move here. And Winter Wyvern should give this up pretty easily since it doesn't have a lot to contest. Okay, nice start from AoN. They got 3 of the 4 runes. Applause. Applause, applause. Just have to quickly change my settings a bit. Hopefully my PC doesn't crash. Okay, nice. No, it still doesn't work. Okay, so aggressive tri-lane bot. It's probably not going to stay that way. Ramzid is probably going to roam with his Earth Spirit as he usually does. Doom, Centaur War Runner match up top. It should favor the Centaur War Runner quite a bit, but Doom always gets that passive gold with his Q, so it doesn't really matter if he loses the lane. Okay, Baron Biceps is a very good mid laner. He usually wins mid, and this should be a pretty even lane Euros wise. So it's going to be interesting to see who actually wins this lane. If you have a look at the last hits and denies. Yeah, Nikki is struggling quite a bit. She's going to have to eat her own tree. And top lane, Seb lost hitting under his own tower. Doesn't have a level in his regeneration yet, so it's gonna be... oh wait, it doesn't... never mind. It's gonna be quite tricky to not lose health for Doom. Meanwhile, Baron Biceps playing on Templar Assassin's side of the river, being extremely aggressive. Every time Nikki gets close, he just harasses her further. Nikki probably is gonna have to use, refraction just to get some last hits here without dying. Top lane Seb using his Q to hit one of the big birds. Bottom lane, Winter Wyvern dipping pretty low, but manages to get out with the Arctic Burn. Okay, something's coming through. Ski Hound doesn't want Winter Wyvern to get those camps, and he's not going to let Winter Wyvern get those camps. A bit of a misroll from Earth Spirit there, but they might still get the Winter Wyvern. They do get the Winter Wyvern for first blood, so great play from AoN. Nikki extremely low in the middle lane, barely saves herself with the refraction, but the charge has already dropped to 2. So this is very bad if you're Nikki at the moment, and Vengeful Spirit not exactly at the HP where she can really help Nikki. I'm just saying she for all the players because apparently it's a female team. I don't know if it's 100% female or just some of them, so I'm just going to say she for everyone. Ramzid meanwhile trying to harass Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit's definitely going to lose this fight if she stays here. She has to use the mango to try and stun and get out, but Ramzid isn't going to give up that easily. Is Crashby going to go for the deny and the creep camp? She decides she does want to go for the deny and not going to get it. Nice play from Ramzid, cancelling his attack twice there. And 1k lead, more than a 1k lead for AoN at the moment, so a great start if you're AoN. 2 kills in 4 minutes. This meta relies a lot on the early game, I was told, so that should be very motivating for AoN. Still though, if you are Amazons at the moment, you wouldn't be crying. It's not that bad. They are a bit behind, but it's nothing too detrimental. They are going to have to rely on the Sensor Warrunner's farm to try and get them ahead of it, since the Sensor Warrunner has had a pretty good lane so far. Yeah, top lane extremely aggressive. This is an extremely aggressive dry lane. That's why Amazons had to get 3 supports, 3 players of their own, yeah. But at the moment Amazons is playing on the back foot, don't even manage to get one of the runes. Yeah, if you're trying to come back, look at the net worth now, more than 3k now after those runes. If you're playing on the back foot, you have to go for the runes, even if it means one of your supports dies for it, you have to get those runes. Meanwhile, Winter Wyvern's dropping pretty low. Batrider should get him, except if the Vengeful Stone saves him, but it doesn't. He barely dies, and Vengeful Spirit trying to play aggressive onto the Batrider. Batrider kiting Vengeful Spirit a bit. Meanwhile, Drow killed Monkey King, which I didn't see. So that's a great play for Drow, getting a kill on the Monkey King without even having the ultimate yet. And he didn't even drop that low. Kia losing a bit of HP there, but nothing too bad. We did just get a kill onto the enemy carry. Sensor Warrunner though, I think this is actually a pretty even matchup. I think actually it's a bit on the Doom's favor, considering the Doom has that bonus armor now. Bot lane, a lot of heroes in the bottom lane. Drow Ranger playing very aggressively onto the Winter Wyvern. Vengeful Spirit wanting to save the Winter Wyvern, actually just killing herself in the end. And Winter Wyvern should die as well. Winter Wyvern is going to die. The question is, are they going to die for the Monkey King kill? They are going to die for the Monkey King kill, and extremely good rotations from AoN. Templar Assassin a little bit late to the party and not going to be able to do anything about this. She might try to suicide to kill the Batrider, but at this point it might not be worth it. Actually, with the Centaur Warrunner ultimate on her, she could have escaped if she just ran off to getting that kill, but Greedy's feed and top lane Doom dropping pretty low. That bonus armor helping him quite a bit, and Centaur Warrunner deciding not to go for that kill. Okay, so really good plays from AoN there, forcing Amazons to backing Amazons back into a corner pretty much, and making Templar Assassin feel like she has to do something, and then she does something and dies because of that, or because of the pressure AoN mounted towards Amazon. Amazon's Fusion is the full team name. I just keep saying Amazon just to shorten it up a bit. Let's have a look at their logos actually. So I know this AoN logo was designed by one of the AoN team members' girlfriend, and this logo is also pretty cool. Seems like a type of sword in the middle. Maybe it's inspired by the Divine Rapier, and just nice decoration at the bottom, and it looks pretty cool. I don't know if that texture is like the game's texture or if it's the texture that they put onto the logo, but yeah, it looks really nice. And then you'll see on the banner as well, they have a nicely designed banner with a circle thing at the top, and that looks pretty nice as well. AoN's doesn't quite fit on the banner yet, still have some work to do in that regards. And then let's quickly have a look at the net worths. So you'll see that AoN is top 3 net worth at the moment. Drow Ranger with by far the most net worth, probably has something in the career because I think those items in that net worth doesn't quite add up. Or maybe it does. No, it's only 7 minutes in, so okay, yeah. Drow Ranger very far ahead in net worth, and then quite far behind her is the Necrophos. And Doom in the off lane that he probably should have lost since it was a 1v2, actually ahead of the Centaur Warrunner. So that's what the Devour does if you're Doom, and you have to always be aware of that ability if you're the enemy team. Even if it feels like you're winning the lane against Doom, maybe you're not really, because he almost always gets more farm than you. But trying to reduce his farm as much as possible is the best you can do. He's always going to get a good amount of farm with that Devour. That's just the nature of the ability. Lapis Lazuli here having a pretty difficult early game. Maybe she bought this wand recipe just before she died to not lose gold. And Monkey King has a lot of regen. Hasn't used a lot of it, especially considering she's died twice. And okay, so Batrider reconnects to the game. I think that should call an unpause. Yeah, go and ready is called, and let's see, are they ready? Okay, they are ready. Here we go. Doing pretty low in the top lane, but still gonna play quite confidently, as he knows that Amazons doesn't have a lot of damage output in that lane. Drow Ranger has his ultimate now, so that should be interesting to see how that affects his farm going forward. He's already top net worth, so it should just spiral out of control from here. Drow Ranger able to farm the Ancients on level 6, as you can see, quite strong in that regards. Meanwhile, dooming the Centaur Warrunner in the top lane, and the 3-man rotation from AoN. This might actually be enough to kill the Centaur Warrunner, even this, considering how tanky he is. The heal comes through for Winter Wyvern, but it might be a little too late as he does go down. Vengeful Spirit trying to save the Centaur Warrunner, not going to be able to, and actually dies herself as well. AoN relentless in their aggression, actually diving the Winter Wyvern as well. And 3 kills from AoN. Very, very good rotations from the supports, and just keeping the pressure on Amazons. Any mistake they make at the moment, they are going to get punished for it, and AoN are letting them know that that's the case. Monkey King trying to see whatever farm he can get. He's pretty low in mana, digging at the bottom of the barrel at the moment. She's gonna have to catch up a lot in farms since she's actually behind both of AoN's supports. Meanwhile, Vengeful Spirit dying in the top lane. The damage on the Doom and the Batrider is just a bit too much, and that's a kill. Kill for AoN. Apparent Biceps, 1 mid pretty far, but Templar Assassin at least still somewhere with the net worth. She's not too far behind, not yet. AoN playing quite aggressively. The Templar Assassin wards do manage to spot them out, and Amazons managed to hide behind the tower. AoN might actually still dive this, because yeah, the Centaur Warrunner manages to get his ultimate off, and at least no one on Amazons dies, but they should lose this tower. Nikki gonna get the double damage rune. Might try to use it to push the mid tower, or she might actually run back into AoN. Barely misses them and spares her life.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Ooh, Batrider spots out Nikki. They might actually try to dive here. Decides not to, not worth the risk. Never know when TP rotations might come in. Centaur Warrunner dropping pretty low in the top lane. Should be careful against that Doom with the percentage damage. And my game alt tab, but seems like they did go on the Doom. Sorry, my game alt tab there. And I mean the Centaur Warrunner. Yeah, I think I got like a Windows notification or something, sorry. And again, what? Okay, Windows is glitching out at the moment, sorry. I'm gonna have to restart the game quick. Yeah, but this game is going pretty well for AoN at the moment. Extremely well, actually. I'm not sure what Amazon's can really do to come back. They're gonna have to get enough farm to actually be able to win a fight, and then win a couple of fights just to get back into the game.